but more importantly, sabotage. Okay. Um, Good morning. Unfortunately, a slight snafu there. And I can see myself moving up and down and everything else, but it's not translating, moving the picture itself. So I think there may be something wrong. All right, I'm at. Yeah. Okay. Try to chew ginger and talk at the same time. It does not work. It's great for the teeth, though. Just like that. I brush my teeth with raw ginger every morning, and saves till I got published. Anyway. So I'm and the cow in the ass shows up with like home enforcement, the police department, people and so forth, to like try and take over paperwork here. If anybody would check the paper, like registered copies of stuff that's already been, that's all you are. You are a flood. Sit up and and think that the demographics are going to be the winning side of anything. No, we just need leadership that actually works for everyone. Instead of this, okay, well, I got my side and you got your side and that's it. That doesn't community. Does not spell unity. Now, does it count? Anyway, let's get to our news that's relevant to everybody. Now, as you know, Tennessee ending Section 8 vouchers. When it gets to Calvin, that your money got cut. I with you, I was severely. If you're still dealing with cash, you're going to wind up in a credit system. And it's a way too indulgent. Anyway, let's look around the world and see what's going on here. As you know, I've covered the 25th Amendment extensively during the last couple of shows about what it means, and already nobody likes you. Except for, your butt holster buddy, Putin. Wait a minute, let me I think there's something about him too. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Speaking of ill-advised, Putin made a lot of promises to Russians on the Poland TV show. Now he's delivering. Well, if you're if Putin is watching his complete idiot or child, and you have that ability to recognize, obviously you have some very dismal, pedagogic in there. Putin in the flesh, standing in front of the dilapidated wooden barracks where Anastasia shares a sister, and because no one cuts through the red tape like here, the calls have gotten results. On Wednesday, television cameras rolled outside MushLuv'd's home, 750 miles of Moscow. Putin uttered clipped orders to the acting local level others to housing by the end of the year. Wow. The importance of this court. Are you paying attention here at Asia Brown? Such as Jana Zarita, Isaac Galvan. Let's see, navigate your authority and everything. Your house is so divided on things, especially from the Treasury Department. Come on, 3.7 million. I'm not letting it closed due to government shutdown. So in other words, he's got the whole beach to himself, and he tells people like, go jump in a lake. What lakes are there in New Jersey? Okay, it's for plants. As the article goes here, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie was lounging at a deserted state beach on Sunday. Let me give you an example of that. Cultural, and they brought that to Marvin Hunt of some Parks and Recreations, who then stole the ideal and so rehashed it so that Emma showed the flyer, and the whole event was sponsored by the city. Shutdown of non-essential services, including state, over whether to include legislation affecting the state's administration. Vincent Prieto, who it's blaming for the shutdown, on sign. I got a lot of dirt on people. Put it that way. And it just keeps getting bigger. Your files are getting bigger and bigger. So I look forward to the day when I can put all that stuff into a book and sell it. And which 9 times out of 10 I'll probably wind up doing. But the cool thing here, and you guys got to understand, okay, that when you represent, the public interest, okay, cool, is not in town anymore for the simple reason because he done fleeced his flock to a point of ridiculousness behind Mark. The following 3 people in Compton, I'm talking about Isaac Galvan, is to find funding a newsroom for the Community journalism is not dead. It's not. The only problem is that how do we access it literally, single-handed. Alright? But cool, and can do so at generosity.com and look under Finish Michael's Dream and you will find it. And now, on the show, because this is morning. Obama became president, all of that was going on. Now that you have Cheeseburger, everybody's being acquitted. I say all 90% of those cases that went in, about 80% of them, everybody took a vacation, got paid. If you beat up a black or a brown man and so forth, fine. That means you should. All you have to do. Why? Suburban St. Paul, Minnesota police officer Geronimo Yen put a last traffic stop July 6th, unless you were dealing with a very large organization. The AC, let's just get rid of every freaking body and put up not only, digital walls, spiritual walls, and physical walls to isolation. And what's next? Everybody gets their own little box in a vertical ice cube tray, and they can say that you're going to be the government, like some animal. I think that's what they call prison. Speaking of which, care for his mental health, which included bipolar disorder and its abuses. We are watching people die any day for the simple reason because America not only eats it, your habits, your lifestyle, your delusions, okay, whatever those may be. Yet these are core beliefs that most people have, which are faulty at best. And when they wind up here in this country of ours, self-overwhelmed. It is cultural shock. They expect to see, the propaganda that the United States puts out all the time. Trust them, run from the black man and shoot the Mexican. I mean, come on. End of the world, I don't know. So, and then find themselves work to exist, kill themselves later. Wow. We have so much to. How about this? Why don't we try something a little bit, switch gears here to something explain that in 1780 Constitution that the new nation's ideals rendered slavery illegal because, quote, a different idea had taken hold when the Constitution declared, quote, all men are born free and equal. As a result, he could only conclude that slavery was, quote unquote, inconsistent with our own Constitution. Yet, freed slaves. Why don't we abolish racism? We have to take this to higher. Okay, we have to take this into cultural sensitivity training classes. We have to re-educate a lot of people that racism is bad. It is. Racism is economic racism, such as environmental racism. Okay, Latino Chamber of Commerce and so forth, with Latinos fighting Latinos. It's suppression of practicing the inclusive lifestyles that many of you claim to lead. Okay. Misbelieve you have my sympathy. When you are telling people to stop succumbing to misleading rhetoric, dogma, change their core beliefs, and practicing the switch, man, you white people are going to the New World Order. And the outcome was for me. Elected officials sided with the opposition, and in an effort to bring affordable housing to the affluent, majority white neighborhood failed in Houston, where low-income housing was overwhelmingly. Wow. Isn't that nice? Means that white supremacy doesn't have too much of a home base from you. Different cultures. Okay? Okay. We're slaves. Most importantly, how we have basically systematically raped and robbed the Indian. Probably one of the most scariest things about this. There are going to be people, they're going to be stalwart people who will want to stop progress of that same sin. See, committing, I'm 5 minutes in, I'm like overtime. Okay, so good morning to everybody. Thank you all for watching and listening to the Ktng Morning Show. I now bring you, and keep listening, the Frederick Douglass thing. I got a lot of domestics I need to take care of, and we'll get this day